It's been a popular tradition in this community for more than 20 years, and this year's Grateful Gobbler Walk is expected to be even bigger. I spoke with Stan McWright about how this is not only a great way to start the holiday season, but to help homeless families in our area.
This is a tradition here in this area. How long have you all been holding this event?
Well, the event has actually been in place for 22 years now. And Betsy and I have been connected to it probably for a good portion of that and leading it for the last probably 10 years. So it's a great event for the city.
It really is. And it's a tradition because it really does, in a lot of ways, really kick off the holiday season for so many people because they say, okay, before I celebrate Thanksgiving, I am going to go and for one, I'm going to get some exercise and walk or run or whatever it may be, but I'm going to go and help as well because we know that's what the holidays are about too, as far as helping. So it really has become a tradition for so many people and so many families in the community.
And we're thankful for that. And you're absolutely right. And what better way to teach your children than through example, and raising money and doing good things for the community can be fun. And we think that's what the Grateful Gobbler's about. It's a great fun opportunity to do something tremendous for people who really are in need. And 100% of every penny we raise, Latrice, goes to the shelter to house homeless families.
That is so important. I always love to emphasize that, Stan, because we think about that and we hear some of us, homeless. And then especially during the holiday seasons to really think about someone not having family or not having anywhere to stay. It really weighs on your heart in a lot of ways for you to say, how can I help someone to make their holiday season just a little bit brighter and share what I've been blessed with? And this is one way to do that. So tell people who aren't familiar with, even though it's been around for 22 years now, maybe they've just moved. We have a lot of people just moved to the area or just seeing this for the first time, how this event works.
Okay, the event is the Grateful Gobbler Walk, and it happens on Thanksgiving morning. We open the pavilion. It happens down at Coolidge Park at the pavilion area. And the walk, run, roll, or stroll begins at 8 a.m. sharp. And the doors open around 6:30 that morning. So people can come in and register if they need to right up to that morning. And once they depart, they do a 5K. It moves down Market Street and back. What people say they love is they get to see their friends coming and going. So both sides of the street, it's just tremendous. And again, every penny that we raise, every dollar a walker or a corporation donates goes to run the shelter for families. And it has no operating expenses thanks to the benevolence of the community and the McClellan Foundation.
And that is so important. And we're talking about that shelter there that houses families. And that's important because so many times, sadly, like if a mother comes and she has sons, or a lot of times she would have to separate. And it's already a traumatic enough situation where they're dealing with homelessness, but then to have to separate. So this shelter, again, keeps families together. So that's also important. As we come out of the pandemic, it is going to be, we're still, of course, being cautious, but it is in person this year. And are there virtual options as well?
It is in person. There are virtual options. You can be a virtual walker by registering. You can opt to have your Grateful Gobbler shirt mailed to you to keep in-person contacts down. We created a sleepwalker category for those who don't want to get up early. So there's all kinds of opportunities, but even if you decide to attend, and we hope you do, we are practicing all of the CDC guidelines for outdoor events like this. So we will do our best, and we know our folks walking will do their best as well to stay socially distanced as much as possible, but to keep the hand sanitizing stations, to keep people segregated as they register. So we're making the steps necessary to keep all of our participants safe. It is outdoors, which is one of the greatest places to be during this process.